Hey y'all, it's Lizzie Yayo with Keepin It a Bando, and I have Lamar Russ, boxer Lamar Russ. Can you go ahead and tell everybody who you are?
My name is Lamar Russ, man, the boxing Q, Mr. ACL, Mr. Showtime. Yes, man, I'm from the Wilmington, North Carolina, the Port City, baby, by the way of the 2-6, man.
Yes, and who we have here? We have
Came home fit, also known as Christian. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice
From Texas and North Carolina. Just holler at me.
Okay, shout out to Texas, and we got. You said what? Winston. Where you say you from?
Oh, I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont.
Yeah, from
Beaumont.
the
Okay.
Also, Mr. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I'm thankful to have you guys on the show today.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
So what is it that you do so the people can know?
Well, me, man, my heart, man, I'm a professional boxer. So, I mean, I'm real good at organizing, throwing them things. But more importantly, instead of fighting for free, I get paid to fight. Been on HBO, Showtime, ESPN, Televitor, and the Contender Show. I lost on HBO. I lost on the Contender Show. Should have bone in my elbow. But more importantly, man, I've been on the major networks. Been there, done that. I'm just blessed to be here. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And along with his journey, Chris, have you been there along the way?
Yes, for the most part, since he's coming back, yes. That's right.
Awesome. So what got you into getting into boxing?
I'm from Tallahassee, Florida, so I moved to Wilmington, North Carolina when I was 7. And my mom was a single mom, and she had 4 kids. We all a year apart. So my sister 36, I'm 35. My brother Johnny, he's 34. And my brother Pierre about to turn 33. So with that being said, I'm 7. Imagine you got a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, and an 8-year-old, and she is a single mom. So with that being said, we ain't know nobody in the city. And so she had her first job at the City of Wilmington Boxing Center. And she was just like, I don't know anybody, and I don't want y'all getting in trouble. And so she was like, which one of y'all want to box? And you had to be 9 to start boxing, but Coach Morgan started training me early. And he only made an acceptance for me. So with that being said, I just started boxing and being real with you, man. That's probably the best thing I did in my life. It took me on trips and showed me the world, I actually got good at it.
So where all did you get a chance to go through your journey?
Being real with you, I think I've covered more, probably about every state in the United States, except maybe like 2 or 3 states. But more importantly, I've been cross-seas. I've been in Kazakhstan. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I'm in France. I'm into Italy. I mean, boxing just changed my life.
So now that we know that you got your stardom as a child, not due to force, but okay, here's your option. Here you go. What made you stay in it?
Just being real, just staying out of trouble. Being from Wilmington, North Carolina. I mean, Wilmington. A lot of people think Wilmington is just it's the beaches and oh so nice. Wilmington ain't. Certain parts of it is the trenches. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I mean, I grew up in the trenches. Me and my 2 brothers. So with that being said, one thing for me, I was always in the gym, and the guys in the gym, we got a guy named Donald Sanders, Donnell Holmes, Rashid, Diab, Johnny Hunter, Jason Bruno. Been around those guys. They kept me out of trouble. We got a twins named Ronald and Donald. Them guys right there, man, they used to take me to McDonald's like every Friday. You know what I mean? After school, after practice, and when the gym closed, So with that being said, that just kept me in the gym because I always wanted to be around those guys. You know what I mean? So with that being said, being 9 years old, 8 years old, being around older men who was already popping and was popular in the city, that kept me wanting to be around them and in the gym. So.
That's dope. So I think that's great. And that's something that a lot of people should be interested in doing for their children to keep them motivated and focused, because they say an idle mind is the devil's playground. And I definitely, we have a gym here right in Bonnie Doon that people don't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was amazing to find out. So my son, I have him doing that. His father, rest in peace to Jermaine, who I was able to meet you through.
Warrior St. Boxing Gym. That's a good gym. My coach Patrick, he's a real good guy. When I say he's a real good guy, man, I've seen him take on a whole bunch of kids and actually do the same thing that was done to me. You know, taking them out of town in New York, Ohio, and things of that nature. And that right there is going to motivate a kid to want to stick around and be involved, because if your parents not financially supportive or can't really support you in that manner, going out of town went off of a coach's or a program's expense, that's a blessing.
And it takes strong people to come together as a village to do so. And we greatly appreciate Mom. Shout out to Mom. Shout out to everybody that it has been supportive of your journey, and others as well.
Yeah, my mom Donna Cooper, man, she's a strong black woman. You know, everybody's try to so-called consider their parents strong. You know, but in all due reality, my mom raised 3 boys a year apart. You know what I mean? And with that being said, that's hard. Especially when a boy wants Jordans and Air Forces, or you know, back in the days, we old. You know what I mean? I'm 35 going on 25. But more important, when you know, back in the day for us, it was Duckhead, it was Tommy, it was Nike, you know, Air Forces, even the Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, for her to do that for 3 boys, we a year apart. That's a monster.
It is. That's definitely a monster.
And me and my brother, we shared outfits. I be like, bro, look, you wear these black pants Tuesday. I'm wearing one Friday.
Teamwork.
But Pierre was a spoiled one. That's my baby brother. His name KP. You know what I'm saying? He the meanest one too. But he was the spoiled one because he get to wear everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? He used to finesse the game. He'd be cool with me. But then when we had to do with my stuff, he'd be cool with my brother Johnny. And he'll turn me and Johnny against each other. So he's a cool one.
So he's one of them.
He's smart.
So you had a fight just coming past, I want to say March the 26th?
Yes, man.
Yeah, so how did that go?
More importantly, man, I've been out in the ring for like 4.5 years, and I lost on the Contender Show. I took the bone of my elbow, so that being said, I had to take almost like a 1.5 surgery. I mean, I had surgery, but I had to take a 1.5 off after the surgery. But then more importantly, on top of that, I still had a torn tendon, which we didn't know. So then that took about a year. So then a half of a year, I did about 6 months. What I did was try to train, and it just wasn't right for me. So in January of last year, you know what I'm saying, right after my birthday, I went to church New Year's Eve, told myself I prayed to God that I'm going to get off my butt. I got up to like 200 pounds. And then like right after my birthday, I was like, man, I'm going to get back in this gym. Because boxing would treat me well financially, you know what I mean? You know, I bought my first house and car that I have, you know what I mean? It just took care of me. So I'm like, I got to get off my butt. And plus, I love to spoil my kids. Shout out to my son, Cameron Russ, my daughter, Malia Russ. But more important, I say, look, let me get back in this gym. We got back in the gym. I'm supposed to have 2 fights, one in July, one in November, and then fall through. So then around December, we found out about this fight out here in March. All right, so bet we're going to prepare for it. We prepared for it, and I fought a guy, man, a seasoned guy who's been fighting like all the time, rough guy. And it's just so crazy, man. I knocked him out in the 6th round. When I say knocked him out, I mean I put him out, which was a blessing. Because the guy was giving me a run for my money. I ain't going to lie to you. I mean, it kind of scared me. In fact, first 2 rounds, I think I lost. I mean, I'm a straight shooter. In the 3rd through the 6th round, I was like, man, I got to tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I got to tighten up. So the 6th round, I was just like, man, look, it's time to get him up out of here. You know what I mean? A guy like this shit ain't on my level. Caught him with that check left hook, it was money. So, yes. And honestly, man, I respect the guy Ricardo Marcel. I respect him because a lot of people wouldn't even take the fight with me, and as they say, "Oh, Lamar Russ this," but they always talk all that BS, but they don't want no smoke with me because they know I'm like that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, I respect Ricardo for taking that fight, though. You know what I mean?
Well, shout out to Ricardo, and congratulations to you on that knockout.
God bless the Lord. It's good.
Yeah.
Hey, that fight was dedicated actually to the mother of my daughter's mom, Angela Brunson. Like, I love that lady right there to death. Like, she was literally my second mom. Like, she's just an awesome person, man. And her smile, just the way she talked and the way she coped with me, like, that's my dog, you know. So I had to dedicate that fight to her, you know. So
shout out
she was with me. Yes, ma'am.
I love that shit right there. Yes. It's a knockout for you, boo.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But that is so awesome. So, like, during your training, like, how hard did you have to train? Did you train every day of the week? How many hours? What? Because I know every time I'm like, I'm looking at your page, you in the gym.
Nah, I've been real with you, man. I train every day. Thing about it was just different, man. Coming from weighing 200 pounds to fighting at 167. Not only that, but just like making sure your mind is together. Even when the night of the fight, I was still nervous as I don't know what. You know what I mean? Leading up to the fight, I'm in the bed like, oh man, like, bro, you want to fight still? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh God. But then when I got in the ring, they call it introduction. And me, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm like, when it's time to get to it, I'm with it. You know what I mean? When that's even with like fighting, street fighting, or anything. Like when it's time to get to it, I'm with it. Like we can talk all day and I talk, but when it's time to really get to it, I'm with it. So when I got to the middle of the ring and it was like touch gloves, I was like, yeah, ain't no turning back. Let's get to it, gang. Like, let's go. So we got to the first. And the crazy thing about it was I lost the first round. You know what I mean? Lost the first round. The second round was kind of close, but I told myself, I said, look, bro, like this is what you was born to do. So from the third to the sixth round, I had it in my mind, I'm on his ass.
So it took a lot of mentally focusing on what, like, on you, how you gonna hit, how you gonna move. Like, I know that thing come fast.
Yeah, most definitely. Boxing, man. A lot of people don't understand boxing is more of a mental sport than a physical sport. Because one thing about it is you can have all the training in the world, but if mentally you're not there, you're not being a winner. And being real with you, a mental fighter beat a physical fighter any day. Because it's a fact, if you got that drive to think in your mind, like, yo, I'm gonna beat Brian. All right, bet. Well, okay. First round, I'm going to go there and throw 5 punches. All right, cool. I'm going to throw these 5 punches. But you know what? When he throws hard punches, I'm going to play real good defense. I'm going to let him punch himself down. Vice versa, a man is being so physical when he's just going to throw all the punches in the world. He don't got no plan, and he lost. So.
And you get tired.
Very tired. And one more thing before shout out to a lot of boxers in North Carolina too, like Michael Williams Jr., a young kid from Fayetteville. He's a real good kid, you know. He can fight his ass off too, you know. And then we have Joe Jackson, a guy from Greensboro, North Carolina. He's a fighter. We got Jamar Freeman, that's my twin brother from Wilson, North Carolina. Stevie Massey from Charlotte, North Carolina. And Levante Early from Charlotte as well. Like, all these guys are from North Carolina. They're some good fighters, man. So I definitely want to shout them out.
Dope. And so we had a topic for Keepin in the Bando. And the topic was, have you ever prejudged somebody?
Let you go, man.
Look, he said he about to hand it over to Chris.
All right, well, for one, like maybe when I was younger, I might have, but now that I'm older and I understand, because also like I suffer with like sickle cell. For those who don't know what that is, it's like a blood disorder. So a lot of people look at me and they just assume and that, you know, like I got it all together and things of that nature. And then like every day is easy, but really every day is like a grind. And so like I go harder like each day. But anyway, but I don't judge people because you never know. Like you never judge a book by its cover.
She went though. You talking about a female?
Female? Female too. Here we getting juicy. Her too.
Oh yes, sir.
So we gonna have both. We gonna do male and female. So let's go with it.
Well, shoot. Yeah, that's juicy.
Yes, sir.
Never judge a book by its cover. Ever.
Yeah, I ain't like
Especially with a female. You might think it's all sweet.
No, sir.
At all. So,
yeah,
man, I'm gonna get you to elaborate on that. I might come back.
You passing the torch.
I mean,
I'm having a moment.
I went to Fayetteville State, man. Shout out to Fayetteville State, Bronco Pride all day. I graduated.
Attitude check.
Yes, man, Bronco Pride.
Yes.
But more importantly, going through the college days, we definitely did it. You know, especially being a Q, so we a little different. You definitely judge a book by its cover, but as you get older, man, you realize that judging that book by its cover be the worst thing in the world, man. You get that pretty girl who she like that, and you know what I mean? Shit, boy, got like 5 kids and goddamn staying in Section 8, which I ain't never wrong with that because I ain't gonna lie to you. My first,
I got 5 kids. I don't stay in Section 8. Shout out to the real bitches out there. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, my first apartment was low income housing downtown Fayetteville, so I ain't even knocking that. But I'm just saying, like, you can't be satisfied with that. You got to be able to want to move up and actually grow. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I've just prejudged before. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, he reminiscing like, I prejudged, but I still.
But even then, like, she might be the baddest, just like, but she'll be crazy, the attitude, throw it off, and all type of shit. So you just like,
so we need some therapeutic.
What made you say crazy?
Huh?
What made you say crazy?
Look, he's like, tell my story. What, say that again? What'd you say?
Oh man, like he already know what's going on. I don't want to throw it out there like that, but yeah, they just, man, that's one of the things you gotta explain. I don't know, man. I need more time.
So, like, from a male, how about a male like a homeboy? Have you ever prejudged a homeboy?
Yeah, most definitely. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a homeboy from I'm gonna be real with you, man. He from the Ville. And Brad came off like, yo, like, I'm down for you. We gonna rock in, boom, boom, this, boom, that. But when it was time to get to it, like, matter of fact, I was in Club Escape. Hey, shout out to Rip and Chuck. Them Wet Wednesdays, ain't nobody touching that. Them Wet Wednesdays was the thing. Ain't nobody rocking with the Wet Wednesdays is legendary.
Yes, it is. I remember them days.
But we was at Wet Wednesday, actually, man. We actually got into it with some guys, and it got real nasty, man. And more importantly, man, dude I'm talking about, who said he was down, this and that. He got missing on us. You know what I mean?
He went to the bathroom.
Nah, he went to the bathroom. But one thing about it is, one thing everybody know me. They know me. They know my brother, them too. You know what I mean? KP and Johnny. Call them Bravo. But they know that. Them Russ brothers, we always stick together. Like, that wasn't no anything about that. So you fight one, you fight all. But we got into it with some dudes, and bro got low. You know what I mean? And we seen him after. He's like, well, I left, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it's teamwork effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, good thing I had my brother than that, because if not, you know what I mean, it'd been a little different though. You know what I mean? So with that being said,
that's what that was. But do you have any inspirational words that you want to give out?
Yeah, most importantly, one thing that my coach, Alfonso Smith, man, he's the former coach of Ray Mercer. Shout out to Ray Mercer too. He's from Fayetteville. And his two sons, they my dogs too. But he said a man that want to do something will find a way to do it. A man that don't will find an excuse. And I say that every day. I wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? Me, I got 2 kids. I got a boy who's 10 years old, Cameron Russ, and I got a daughter who's 2. You know. So with that being said, I wake up and say that every morning, because the one thing about it is I wake up and like, yo, I gotta give my kids the best, and I'm gonna find a way to do it. You know, I ain't gonna say life has been the hardest for me, because boxing and, you know, doing right by myself, and what I mean, being respectful and loyal to God. You know what I mean? I ain't really hurting for too much, but I see that saying every day just to make sure that I keep myself humble.
That's a good inspirational quote. Do you have any inspirational quote, Chris?
Just something I keep with me, just like Keep God first. Strive for success. Don't worry about the hoes and all the stress. Keep your eye on the prize.
Wait, you a
Let God
rapper?
do the rest. No, man.
Okay, do it again. Say it again.
Okay.
Yeah, he never tell me that.
say it loud. Say it with your
All
chest.
right. Keep God first. Strive for success. Don't worry about the hoes and all the stress. Keep your eye on the prize and let God do the rest.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, of course my parents and my bro, Scotty. You motivate me every day. And everybody else knows I tell you every day.
Okay.
One thing about me, I gotta shout out Fayetteville State, man, more importantly. Shout out the Qs, but shout out SP GBK watches. Hey, tough. Listen, go to their page and look them up. They like that. Shout out to That's Out for the sweater. Shout out to everybody that support the boxing Q, man. Like I said, man, we came on 4.5 year layoff, and with that being said, a lot of people counted me out. But with this knockout, we woke a lot of people up. And with that being said, I ain't looked the best in the ring. Let's be real with you. And I ain't gonna lie to you and cap on you. Like I was the sharpest thing in the world when it came back to fighting. But more importantly, 4.5 years off to me, I did okay. But with that being said, if I never fight again a day in my life, I got a KO. Last fight was a KO. He went night-night.
But we hope to see you coming out again, because I know that a lot of people be excited to see you fight, and you got a lot of supporters that's down for you.
No, I appreciate you more importantly, though. I've been knowing you for a while as well, too, but more importantly, I just appreciate you having me here, and, we just laughing and joking and kikiing, because that's what life is about, So many things going on in the world that people just see or take everything so serious that to the fact of not knowing who's gonna be here tomorrow, who's not. So one thing that we should do is definitely cherish the moment, cherish the people around you, and cherish your kids. That's what I said about this guy right here, man. Like that's my guy right here because, instead of I'd be like, bro, let's go out to eat. He's like, I bet. Sunday roll around. He's like, yo, we going to church, right? I'm like, yeah, we going. 10:35. Bro, where you at, bro? you going up to the church there? I'm about to leave the house. You know what I mean? And with that being said, man, bro, I ain't too proud to go to church. And the same thing with me. You know what I mean? So it's great to have good friends like him. So that's my dog.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank everybody that tuned in. Make sure you all like, subscribe, and share. All right. And you go to Lamar Russ and you go like his page.
Follow me on Instagram at BoxingQ, BoxingQue_. For all the news updates and the fights. And, you find me on Facebook too at Lamar Russ. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You want to tell everybody where to find you before we close out?
At KHornFits. Follow me there and shout out to the whole 409.
All right.
Man, you gotta say it now. Too, man.
You gotta get that one.
You know what? I digress. Yes. Go follow
Lizzie Yayo at LIZZIEYAYO on Instagram, y'all. All right. Peace.
Yeah.
Cute face. We end up cute face, baddie with the fatty fact that I get to it. Got these broken bitches aggy. Money, my movement, I am Jackie. Join a crazy, they can't catch me. Makes my game up. Yeah, you can share it.